Once upon a time, there was a 17-year-old girl named Natalie. Natalie just found out that she was pregnant, and she had no idea what to do. When Natalie found out she was pregnant, she immediately went to her grandmother's house. Natalie's mother, who had been a teen mom herself, had never been very supportive of her daughter, but Natalie's grandmother had always been a stable, significant other who was willing to talk and listen. Natalie's grandmother suggested that Natalie go to the crisis pregnancy center in their town. Natalie didn't want to go, but she trusted her grandmother, so she went. At the pregnancy center, Natalie met a girl named Ashley. Ashley was 18 years old and was 8 months pregnant, soon to have her baby who she had decided to put up for adoption. Natalie's situation was much different than Ashley's. Natalie was an African-American girl who lived in a very low-income household. Natalie had never met her father and had just grown up with her mother and grandmother as the only adults in her life. Every day, Natalie's family struggled to make ends meet. In the first years of Natalie's life, her mother found it very hard to show affection to her baby daughter. She wasn't ready to be a teen mom. This made it very hard for Natalie to take suggestions from other people. When the counselors at the pregnancy center talked to Natalie, Natalie wanted to reject their suggestions. When Natalie was 11, she was entering the 5th grade. She realized that so many people around her seemed to be doing better than her in school. She compared herself to other girls and felt very incompetent and inferior. Because of this, a part of Natalie was excited to have her baby. Natalie knew that a baby would love her and would give her self-worth. In Natalie's teen years, she never had good, secure friends. Natalie had many feelings of, who cares about me? Who can I trust? Natalie thought that having a baby would give her love and independence, so getting pregnant didn't seem like such a terrible thing. She knew her baby would have to love her. Natalie's mother, on the other hand, was not supportive of her daughter getting pregnant. She knew how hard it was, and only beat down on her daughter for following in her footsteps. A part of Natalie's mother felt responsible, that how she raised her daughter had affected how she developed into an adult. Ashley was from a very fortunate family. Her father was the mayor of her town, and her family had always had more than enough. When she became pregnant, it was an immediate shock to everyone in her town. However, Ashley's family came around her and was supporting her in her pregnancy, and in the choice that she was making to give up her baby. At the crisis pregnancy meetings, the counselors tried to help the girls along and help them make the right decisions. Natalie wasn't used to having an adult guide her decisions and found herself rejecting what the counselors had to say. There were so many tough decisions to make. Ashley had already decided to give her baby up for adoption. Natalie, on the other hand, had thought that she wanted a baby to love her and give her attention. Because of this, she didn't think she wanted an abortion, but now she wasn't sure if she should keep the baby as her own. Did she want the baby to grow up as she had? Besides all the tough things they were going through with their pregnancies, Natalie and Ashley had also school and friends to think about. Ashley had pretty much stopped going to school for the year because she was very close to having her baby, but Natalie was still going every day. The girls at school were very critical and would laugh at her and talk about her. Natalie wanted to fit in with her friends again, but that didn't seem possible anymore. The girls who Natalie thought were her friends now never included her in their plans to hang out, or even talk to her about what was going on in their friend group. All the things that used to be so important to Natalie now seemed so small in comparison to the big choices she had to make. 7 months later, Ashley came to Natalie's house to visit her new baby boy, Gregory. Natalie decided to keep her baby. She knows it will be hard, but thanks to other organizations, Natalie, her mother, her grandmother, and Gregory will be given a new home to live in. Natalie hopes that this will help give Gregory a brighter future. Ashley has given up her baby for adoption, making another couple who are not able to have children very happy. Natalie and Ashley both chose different paths for how to go, and were both very content and happy with their decisions because of all the people who helped them along the way.